Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday. Are we doing this now? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday and happy almost into June. It's been a lot.
It's been a lot. Listen, June's been a pretty fire month around here. I'm not gonna lie, okay? It's been a lot of things going on. We had like 3 birthdays / birthday parties. We got a wedding coming up this weekend that we really have nothing to do with, and I'm not going. But we're excited for Stanley. Whoop! Shout out to you, brother. Okay. And we had a lot of business opportunities. We had a lot of things that we was doing that were celebratory activities for accomplishing work. Okay, because that feels like a good thing.
That's a celebration.
It's a celebration. Charlie Murphy. And some of y'all,
we always like when we can help people
exactly
do events.
Exactly. And some of y'all are excited about America's birthday. Shout out to you. We are of the Frederick Douglass persuasion over here. Grateful, and all that for America, but whatever. So anyway, shout out to y'all that's really gonna be doing the 4th super big.
Nobody should. They acting up today. We won't get into that.
Affirmative action. Y'all want it to be the 20s
versus Wade first. Now
so
here y'all
bad.
come. So anyway.
It wasn't even really working out for y'all. But anyways, all of these moments and memories over June are part of actively creating memories, which is what we've sort of been talking about. We touched on why memory and celebrations and creating memories and doing all these things are super important. But we're going to do a deeper dive today, okay? Because there's actually health reasons and benefits for creating memories. If you ain't know. So if we piqued your interest at all, or you're trying to figure out how to be more creative and sort of spontaneous about doing celebrations and creating memories, then you need to stick around because this episode is for you.
Hi, I'm Pam Williams, a mother.
And I'm Jessica E. Williams, a daughter. And this is a mother and a daughter truthful chat, where we discuss our 35-year multi-layered relationship.
We've been through so many ups and downs. Not only are we family, but we're business partners in the high-stress world of event planning and production for short films.
We've also shared the same therapist for over 10 years. What some people call codependence, we call collaboration.
So join us as we share stories from our lives,
have candid conversations with other mother-daughter duos,
and shed light on the roller coaster ride of being a woman while raising a woman.
It's official. Welcome to Truthful Chats. Designed to engage us in the ongoing practice of creating generational wellness. If you are new here, you have no idea what we're talking about, and want to know what generational wellness is, just look at the description box. Wherever you're watching this video, there's something that will tell you a little something about it. So if you're new to Truthful Chats at Create Generational Wellness, every month we have a theme, and then our Truthful Chat topics unpack that theme over the course of the month. So we've been talking about it a lot, okay? June is celebrate, and today's episode is celebrations plus memory equals good health. Bet you didn't know. The more you know. Does anybody know that from NBC? Anyway, we teased in the intro that there are a lot of bonuses for having regular celebrations and creating memories in our lives to help with our memory. Okay, that was a lot of words all together, yes. But it worked out. Because
when you create good memories, it helps your.
When you celebrate, it creates great memories, which helps your cognitive memory.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking. And I'm exhausted, okay? Listen, the Lord is real. So anyway, memory is a very important part of our lives and our cognition. In general, it helps us remember our past, learn from our experiences, and shape our future self. Shout out to Woman Evolve and all things Sarah Jakes Roberts. Anyway, all these things can benefit our mental and emotional well-being as well. Sorry. Allergies. Is anyone else's allergies killing them? They killing me. I take Zyrtex every morning and I'm very disappointed.
We go through a bottle of Zyrtec around here.
Now I did go straight to Griffith Park yesterday morning, so maybe I didn't give enough time to kick in. But anyway, help me. Anyway, and if you have like holistic, like why you out here taking Zyrtec, you should be taking some sort of route that y'all be knowing about. Anyway,
let us know.
Okay. Whether you're creating memories that are happy moments or challenging moments. Memories matter, as do Black lives. We'll believe that.
Yes, indeed. All right. So creating memories is an essential part of our lives, but it's also really important to create generational wellness, okay? Because it helps you connect with others, build relationships, build legacy, build community, shows your children what is important to you, what's important, what was important to their grandparents, all the things. And so that's part
Sense of
of
identity.
yeah. It's crucial to them because it gives them a sense of grounded. This is where I come from. This is who my people are. This is where I belong. And it helps them learn from their experiences. They develop confidence. Can't nobody really punk them. You know what I mean? You know, if you got that village and you know your village rolls deep and you know.
You can make the call. You can make the call and push the button at any time and people will pull up.
Absolutely. So it's really important to create the memories so that they know that that's who they are. Now, for older people who might be easing into that Alzheimer's kind of place or
just getting older, your mind ain't what it used to be. You ain't got to be that dramatic.
What you trying to say?
I wasn't talking about, listen, I was just throwing out the generals. If you get hit, that's on you.
All right.
I was just saying, your mind's not what it used to be.
Well, anyway, creating memories can help slow down that degenerative
My memory is not what it used to be. COVID brain. Okay?
It slows down the progression of any kind of diseases, and particularly of the Alzheimer's disease. Studies have shown that engaging in activities that stimulate the brain, use cognitive function, such as creating memories, can help delay the Alzheimer's a bit, and
or the Alzheimer's, as the people
improve cognitive function and memory retention. All right, so
memory retention is the key there. Okay?
Create the memories, and as people get older, it's really important that you create the memories because time
keeps on slipping into the future. I only know the Seal version. Wasn't there a white man that did that first? But I know the Seal version from the Space Jam soundtrack.
I don't remember. But it's important.
Space Jam.
Create the memories.
By the way. Anyway, so with that, I might actually listen to that today. I'm in a nostalgic place today. Anyway, so let's recap the ways that we have discussed this month, if you are just now joining us, how to create significant memories. So we obviously have been talking about birthday parties, all the birthdays, work celebrations, like I've been working on a thing and hung out with my cast for us to have other memories outside of
the work process.
The work process. I am in a very strange industry, so we just be hanging out. Weddings, anniversaries, retirement parties. I don't know where that came from, but retirement parties, any kind of
graduation
thing.
All the graduations. Yeah.
Anything that brings people together in a communal space, safely and responsibly. Some of y'all be in communal spaces doing things, but anyway, safely and responsibly is the goal. And you're creating memories that will last you a lifetime. These things you always gonna remember. Like any of my friends right now that I still know from high school, we could just pull up some memories like that. Childhood, anything, church friends, anything. You know what I mean? And we talked about celebrating diversity.
What a good connection. I didn't even think about that. That's really good.
Okay. Celebrating
emotional though.
Celebrating Baby's not gonna cry. We talked about celebrating diversity this month. So what makes people different, whether that be sexual orientation, culture, food, religious identity, am I missing anything? Language,
physical.
We talked about being differently abled and celebrating that as well. So, America likes to talk that diversity and not always about it. But that's what we should be doing. And then we also talked about celebrating just people in general,
in your everyday
conversations, and that celebrations are a way for you to be able to acknowledge and see the human being in front of you and what they're contributing to the world, and tell them you appreciate them, because we all want to be seen and
just
heard
on a regular basis. Try to have those kind of conversations or incorporate that in the way you talk to people in general.
Stop
talk to people. Please.
So it's a way to communicate your love and appreciation by celebrating people. Okay, so let's get into ways that we can create some memories over the summertime. It's a summer. Shout out to Will. I know some of y'all
July 1st, Saturday. Woo, okay.
It's July 1st. We're getting through this. Oh Lord, I'm dropping water. We're getting through the summertime. Okay, so summertime is here. This is a great time to create some memories, right? Because you have more time. Hopefully, you're working less hours than you normally would, but it depends on what kind of job.
Calling in sick, whatever.
But it's a time to travel, right? That's a way people create memories, either girls' trips, guy trips,
family trips,
couples trips, whatever it is you're doing. However you do what you do, it's a chance to get out, experience other cultures, food, making memories, doing all that kind of stuff.
And you don't have to go far.
You don't. Also, prayers up to the travel industry. Y'all just really thought y'all was gonna come back from COVID with a bang. So if you're traveling, just
we're praying for everybody
patience.
That's traveling this weekend.
We got family coming here, so I hope it works out. They're only coming from Texas, so it's not bad. But like if you're trying to go to Costa Rica right now, I'll be like, and you had to be like back home to do responsible things. Good luck. Anyway, but yeah, so if you're traveling far, big up. But you don't have to go far for that, right? We live in LA. There's always parts of the city.
There's another town.
Parts of the state.
Koreatown.
We ain't never been
There's
to.
Chinatown.
Yeah.
There's this town. There's that town. And if you go there, you're going to be immersed in that culture. So there's a festival every weekend.
The Hollywood
somewhere.
Bowl is cracking all the time.
And I try to think of things that don't cost money because I remember when.
And there are a lot of things that don't cost money.
Yeah, like those festivals, like I'm talking about in the park.
Yeah, all kind of things.
Yeah.
So, just get a little creative. You can craft, we always like to concoct summer drinks for the occasions. I have no qualms about it. Popsicles, all them kind of things. Find some arts and crafts. Do some things. Color, okay? Coloring is a lost art, but it's very important.
Oh, my gosh.
So there's always things that you can do for the summertime. I feel like me and the homies, we was always doing like water gun fights when it was super hot.
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide Sunday was a thing with my cousins. Now, did my body hurt afterwards? Absolutely. Why would you slam the human body into the ground with just water and soap? I don't know, but it's fun. Slip and slide Sundays. So there's all kind of things. Just get creative, man. We used to build forts because we had Snick Saturdays, forts, video games, Pop-Tarts.
Oh yeah,
Saturday nights,
Nickelodeon. Saturday night. Yes, that was a ritual, right?
Yeah, rituals and memories.
We're gonna
talk about that more.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's summertime. Find you a project, some things, something to do to start.
Even with your friends, if you have a group of, your friends like on Living Single, like I'm not talking about the other show, but if you have a group of friends like on Living Single, then you guys can decide what you're going to do for the
shout out to all the colored people who finally made it to the other show. We're proud of you.
So that could be, you decide we're going to brunch every other week.
Pre-game is part of the celebration, but it's not the whole celebration. Some of y'all get stuck there. So just pre-game responsibly before you go do the thing.
Decide you're going to read a book together. You can decide you're going to do a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle together, and every Friday night, nobody can touch the puzzle until the next Friday you come together and you have your little drinks and everything, and everybody works on that. Culture, I don't know, just figure out.
Get creative, spontaneous.
Something that creates memories, because who knows what these people are out here doing in the world.
And
so
in these streets,
create the memories fast and furiously if you can, right? So I read an interesting article that talked about, the article is one thing, but it talked about this book called The Power of Moments, Why Certain Experiences Have Extraordinary Impact. The author is Chip and Dan Heath. The Power of Moments, Why Certain Experiences Have Extraordinary Impact by Chip and Dan Heath. So here's the premise of this. Chip and Dan.
Oh, Chip and Dan. Sounds like Chip and Dale, but all right.
Chip and Dale. Chip and Dan Heath.
Okay.
All right. So, and it's on my reading list for the summer, which that's another good way to create a memory is to read a book. Like make a concentrated effort, almost
not a sports page,
not a magazine, but a book.
If you know we talk about you.
But anyway,
Rafael Delegato.
Sit down and actually read a book, and hopefully it will be something that's impactful and insightful. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But they are talking in the book about what if you could intentionally make memories that you knew were going to make your child stronger or more resilient, or you're going to create an intentional memory that even if your parents start to age, this memory is so indelibly marked in their life that even if the Alzheimer's comes in and starts wreaking havoc, this is a particular memory that they will always have. So how do you do that? How do you create moments that have extraordinary impact? So they kind of put it in 4 different categories. A moment makes a memory, and then a memory makes a memory, right? So they talk about it in terms of being what's the first one? Elevation, insightful, elevation, insight, pride, and connection. So in elevation, they're just talking about something that would be a little thing, you kind of elevate it a little bit. So let's say you're gonna have
always elevates an experience. Like I was just like, y'all, let's just go karaoke here for my birthday at the spot around the corner for the house. She had a tablecloth, matching plates, napkin sets, LED candles. Like, girl, we was just going to hang out. But she has to always elevate the experience.
I believe in an elevated experience. You're saying whenever possible. So if you're in the backyard and you're making hot dogs and hamburgers or whatever, I don't know, put a tablecloth on the ground and put some little sparkling candles around or whatever, and just elevate your experience a little bit. All right. Try to think about how you can do that. Sparklers, not them boom, boom, boom rockets.
Listen, I know 4th of July and y'all be excited about these illegal fireworks, okay? But this is not a war zone. People have PTSD. Chill out, please. Especially in our neighborhood. It's too much.
A little bit different. Make it a little bit special.
Anyway.
Moments of insight. I talked about the book. I talked reading more. Maybe watching a really insightful documentary about a subject that you've been wondering about or whatever. But that's going to create a memory because you will think about that and talk about it long after you've watched it. And so that's something your mind and your memory will connect to. And especially if it's something that made you feel really good, like we watched the Tupac doc, which was really
please
good.
Watch Dear Mama. I was actually going dark. I was thinking about Khalif Browder because it scarred me so deeply. But Dear Mama was a great documentary. Shout out to the Hughes brothers, despite your post beef with Pac. I really wanted, and you know what it made me do? Like I was really sad that Pac did not live longer. Not just because of the music and the art and all of that. I want to see what kind of man Pac was going to turn out to be. Like some of the things when you hear like the beef, even with the Hughes brothers or other people that he had, like
it was temporary.
It was just like y'all was in y'all 20s and y'all was being dumb and rich and whatever, and y'all was just young. You know what I mean? So I really want to see what kind of man he was going to be. So it made me sad. But it's a beautiful tribute to him and his mom. So highly recommend on Hulu. No one paid us for that, but
grown people and kid-friendly field trips. Listen, we were doing a video shoot yesterday. Now we were doing a photo shoot. We did a photo shoot yesterday in Griffith Park. I saw so many people.
So they was trying to get their kids out the house. I know what that was.
So many people with their kids just going on hikes and going on here with a little picnic basket. And it was a random Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's kind of a spontaneous thing you can do. I myself am not a hiker. I'm going to be going to the beach and I'm going to put my things down in my zero gravity chair and turn up. But still, it's a field trip and it's something that I do. It's Truthful Chats. All right. Celebrate moments of pride. When somebody does something amazing, a book comes out, they finish a project they were working on, their film gets accepted into a film festival.
We have a lot of friends. Shout out to all my friends.
A lot of people we know with films and film festivals this summer. So we're clocking those in on our calendar. Yeah, those are celebrations. So celebrate just the things good that happen.
I'm about to direct my first play.
Yep, Jessica's directing a play. She's been assistant directing on a lot of plays, and she's been assistant directing readings, but this is her first official play that she's directing at the Lee Strasberg Institute. We're very happy and proud of her for that. So I'm gonna be figuring out a way to celebrate that. And then let's see what else. Build a moment of connection. Like when you do the celebration, how is it going to connect with other people? How is it going to impact them? So you don't have to.
Now you got to think about all that.
You got to
time. You got to strategically plan.
You can,
and your intention,
not just do one. You can do all of them. So let's say you're celebrating somebody's accomplishment, and then you invite
also someone's birthday.
Everybody over to have a pic. We used to do this during the pandemic a lot. Watch movies in the backyard. We put up a big screen. We had like these blow up things, and you could lay back and lounge. But then throw something else in. Then everybody has to dress as their favorite character from Wakanda. So now you created connections. you've created an event, you're celebrating something, you've put all these things together, and hopefully somebody will learn something. But anyway, that makes the memory even, it's got layers to it. It's like a layer, a layer, a layer. And the crazier it is, the more fun it is, the more memorable it's going to be, and spontaneous. We're real spontaneous.
We're super spontaneous. So, sometimes you can't make all the events. And that's okay too, because we're spontaneous.
We'll have more.
We'll have, trust me. And I'm glad that we have a reputation of creating good memories for people. And it's important, okay, to create them, because reliving moments and having emotions associated with them.
Sometimes that's all
music
you got.
Associated, like sometimes that's really all you got, and it really creates a sense of gratitude for being able to live life, man, and like have these things, you know what I mean, to reflect and look back on. So here's a few quick other tips about creating memories. Photo albums, right? We all
how to
have
celebrate them. Yep.
They're a little bit easier now that you got your phone. Like, you ain't got to
Digital
there
albums.
was a time for the youngins that listen to this podcast where you have to take pictures on a disposable camera, take them somewhere, and someone had to develop them in time and then give them back to you in physical form.
Now you see how she dated herself.
I did.
With a disposable camera. I remember when there were no disposable cameras and you had a roll of film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So how would you tell? So you had a roll of film that you had
I've never used one of those
in the camera. And
I admire those people, though.
Take the film out and have it developed. So, yeah, it got, however you create
the advent of the camera. But anyway, photos, you could take
digital
those,
now. You can
take them anywhere, anytime, panoramic, whatever. Capture your moments, remembering the things. Telling stories. We all been at them birthday parties, celebrations, events, whatever, where a story,
something popped out.
A story comes out. We actually were at the Juneteenth dinner, and they was telling mad old stories from being in New York and on plays and touring and doing all kind of things. So
30-year-old stories.
30-year-old stories.
It's very funny. The stories change every time they tell them a little bit, but the generic part of the story is always still the same.
A legit memory. Memorabilia, right? That's a huge thing. Remembering conferences. This is a conference shirt. Concerts, right? I literally wore my formation t-shirt the other day, and then the next day I came, my friend was wearing hers, and we just started talking about the show, right? Shout out to the Renaissance Tour. I feel like I'm gonna make it. I'm believing God I'm gonna be there. I need to see the full production value. And all of your Renaissance money is going to outfits, okay? Outfits, gowns, beautiful gowns. Anyway, memorabilia is very important. So we've all been to amusement parks, we buy t-shirts, keychains, that whole thing, because you want to cherish the memories, right? And when you look at it, you go, oh, I remember that thing. Music is my love language. So even with the show right now, I'm creating playlists. The nostalgia is real. I was just running through some songs yesterday at the photo shoot, and my homeboy was like, this was my era in college. I'm back. I remember
that music
instantly puts you into space.
Yeah.
Because it's sensory, and it puts your nervous system back in that space. So it's like almost being in two places.
And hopefully it's a good memory.
Hopefully it's a good memory, but it's about being two places at once. And that's why concerts are great too. I'm a huge proponent of that. But they also say music is good for the Alzheimer's and the all-timers, because music lives deep in our subconscious. So even if your mental mind is going, right, the music can pull you back, right? No matter what's happening, you could be having a depressive episode, something wild could be happening, agitated, whatever. Or you just want to put yourself in a good mood, okay? Music is a thing. And then 5 is rituals. Rituals. Any kind of consistent ritual thing that you do that creates great memories. I feel like y'all do that a lot at church, like y'all are doing in your honor and stuff like that, to commemorate the people who have put in time, effort, and energy at the church to make sure that they feel seen and appreciated, and
and again, combining, you take the music and you combine it with the ritual. I don't care who or where you are. If you grew up in the 90s and somebody's having a 90s party, you're going to show up, you're going to dress up, you're going to do all the things. Same thing with people from the 60s, 70s. If you say we having a 70s party, everybody's going to try to
It was their era. It was their heyday.
It out. So it is a ritual. It is music. It is all the things all together to create a celebration and a memory that you can pull up when you need it to help you get through this life, as we are all trying to do. So
one day,
many of the defining moments in our life happen sometime by accident, sometime by luck. But if you can get yourself into the place of creating them intentionally, oh my God, that's really important. It's priceless. It creates generational wellness. And that's what we're all about over here. You want to create it checks all our boxes. You're creating legacy, you're creating oral history, you're creating rituals, you're carrying on your culture, you're letting your children have a sense of grounding and purpose. You're helping your older people remember as they tell the story. So all of that is creating just this, kind of
gumbo, if you will.
Gumbo of generational wellness.
Or menudo.
Right. Right. Reminds you of experiences. Loved ones that they didn't know. You can tell them stories about people they didn't know. And lo and behold, your kid might be like, oh, that's why I like to play the flute. Or that's why I like to, pop off on people real fast because great aunt so-and-so did it or whatever. So anyway.
My grandmother was a savage.
Yes. So anyway, just continue to tell the stories.
We tell the story.
That's a line from Once
It's from Once on the Side, and my dad was in the original cast. We just pull it up.
So, but telling the story is really important because it checks all the boxes of how you can create a legacy of generational wellness. Go back and look at things that weren't so good, heal those places, and just celebrate the moments and the memories that are impactful in our lives.
And are going to matter when we all
memories matter,
right? Memories matter. And you are creating generational wellness for you, your family, and for the culture at large, baby. Mm-hmm. And that's it in a nutshell. With that, we're going to bid you adieu, okay? Because we got things to do. A lot of things to do, okay? Oh, wait. Show this mug real quick. Hold on. All right. This is also tomorrow's successes, today's decisions, or today's decisions, tomorrow's successes. Shout out again to Woman Evolve, Sarah Jakes Roberts. Y'all can create some memories at that conference. It's going to be a good time. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Anyway, we're going to bid you adieu because we endeavor not to be before you long. But this is good. This is an important conversation. This is a good month. All right, June was a good time. It was a good time. So we'll be back next week. It'll be July.
I don't know what the theme is, but we'll let you know.
I don't know what it is, but we'll let you know. Anyway, I ask you the same thing every week, and I mean it every week. Are you subscribed? How you gonna know what's popping and when it's popping if you're not subscribed on the YouTube channel, if you're not following us on IG and Facebook and fan base? We are at Create Generational Wellness on all of the platforms and all of the things. Okay, that's where you can find Truthful Chats, anything else we're doing, or events we're having, or whatever.
Thinking about doing?
I had a whole lot of thoughts right there, but don't worry about it. It's a long day.
We're delirious.
Anyway,
it's been a long time.
Thank you for bearing with us. It's part of celebrations, okay? This is the thing. You can't ask God for more and then God gives you more. It's not how it works. You gotta take it one day at a time. Anyway, we hope y'all are well. We will see you next week, and we love y'all. Thanks. Goodbye. Get out of here.